couldn't watch it anymore.
So can we just start, Jack?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just what was the off season for you?
It was interesting. It was fun to work with. I think last year it was kind of surprising, or not surprising, but interesting to be one of 15 new guys kind of working in. But I was a part of them. And this year's it was fun to work with what we've got, and then build on that with all the junior college guys and kind of see where they're at. Really, the competition honestly was really good this fall, and I think that helped hopefully all those guys kind of mature. And I know Coach Barry always talks about the speed of the game moving up, and hopefully I just being a second-year player, but some of the older guys they definitely help with that and help them help us this year. So it was fun to be a part of a culture that is definitely looking up to succeed, and just be super excited for this year.
How healthy do you feel with the hip in there?
I feel great. I've thrown 3 times now, and I didn't have any problems all fall. It was just a lot of maintenance work, and new trainer Josh has done a great job. So we're definitely very grateful to have him around. But no, I feel I'm great, and I'll play state tomorrow if they let me.
Matt, obviously the preseason honors don't mean much, but in the grand scheme of things, but for you to be named conference, preseason player of the year, what does that mean to you, and what do you take from that?
Well, I'm just trying to be like a guy you guys might know, Dylan Bordeaux, to actually win it. But that's very humbling honor for me, and just exciting for us as a team. We all garnish, whether it's Sandlin, Irby as well mentioned, and just us being the top team in the conference, and getting 11 out of 12 votes, and probably Coach Barry didn't vote for us. But no, it's really exciting. Just can't wait to get going.
Kind of goes without saying with the ranking and all the preseason picks, expectations are pretty high for this team. How do you guys handle that?
It's just I know Coach Guy pulled me aside in the beginning of the year, and what he was so excited about this team is the maturity of this team, and I think that will be huge for us. Last year we only had 3 seniors, but we had some veteran guys like Kurt, Braley, Bordeaux, and Tracy, and all them who had been around, but we didn't have like the core group that were your seniors who've been around and played before, and we really got that this year. So it just kind of feels like a continuation of last season. Really, we're definitely. I can still remember staying up till about 4 or 5 in the morning just watching that game, the state game last year, after we lost in the regional. But like Coach Barry said, we're not focused on Mississippi State, kind of focused on the season as a whole, and that's just a great way to get going.
Does that give you? You got to focus on the whole schedule, but obviously you guys are opening against that same state team. What kind of motivation does that give you?
I just think it's a great Kickstarter. We're gonna. That's probably the competition we'll be at the end of the year, and we might as well start at the beginning of the year at it, and hopefully we can, start great, but just build up from there, and that can kind of be, like I said, a Kickstarter for our season, and I know it will be. I know we'll be ready to go.
Out of high school, you signed with North Dakota and landed here. I know you talked about it before, but just kind of looking back on the process and how you ended up here. Does it feel like it's worked out for you? What's it like to kind of sit back and see what you've been through to get to this point?
Well, this might not seem like, but I am a lot warmer than I would be. But no, it's definitely a blessing that came out of it. I love the coaches up there. Still stay in contact with Coach Dodson, who was formerly the coach up there. But everything happens for a reason. I just remember getting that text after the game in high school when I was devastated. Didn't know if I was even be able to play baseball, and it just Coach Fed came down a couple weeks after, and kind of once I came down here on my visit, I knew this was the place for me, and just it couldn't have worked out any better just from the guys being around and the excitement that this place has about baseball, and that's the biggest thing for me. It's just people care, and it's fun to play for a reason.
You mentioned this feeling like a continuation of last year and coming off regular season champs and hosting that first regional since 2003. What kind of momentum do you feel like this program has?
I think we have great momentum going forward. it's we'll have a huge series first with attendance, and that will really kick us off. But we have we lost some of the big guys in Braley and Bordeaux and Kirk, but we have I feel like we're more of a whole team this year. Like we're more deep in everyone. You never know who could be in the lineup week 4 or 5. We might have some of the new guys come in, and obviously Luke Reynolds is a really exciting guy, and it's the JUCO guys like Lebo and Irby are just going to build on what they did last year. So we got maturity on top of it and the momentum going for us.
Matt, with last season, towards the end of the season, you kind of got some nagging injuries a little bit. Do you think this season that your body's more prepared as a sophomore than as a true freshman coming in? Do you think you're in better shape now? Do you think you'll be able to handle that throughout the season?
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, it was tough last year we lost Coach Jack last year in the middle of the season, a strength coach guy. We lost Mark Walner, our trainer. We lost Andrew, our trainer, and we lost just about everything. So it's we did lose a strength coach this year already, but we got a new guy actually from Elk Grove. He was at Wofford, and he's been great, for the first couple of weeks working with him, and I'm definitely excited. But it's been nice to have a trainer the whole way through who has me keeping up on flexibility and everything, really knows what he's doing, and I don't think you can get a more passionate guy than Josh, even though he had to make him change his profile picture on Facebook from Mississippi State picture the other day. but no, he's a great guy. He's been a blessing for all of us, and we're definitely happy to have him here.
The move to right field, is that an easy one?
I've always kind of switched I've always kind of been a true right fielder, I guess. I wouldn't even want to see me race against Fred Franklin or Jalen Keys or Keating or any of them. But so I like playing right field. I just try not to hit the trucks out there in the roost when we get our baseball and play catch with it.
Now, when you thinking, you're looking at yourself, you're thinking baseball. Do you consider yourself a pitcher or a fielder? If you had to pick one, what would you rather be?
I love to hit, and Coach Kai has really brought that out in me in the past couple of years, and I just have a passion for hitting and kind of learning about that. And I've just the last couple of days we've been working on stuff, and I just been frustrated, but it's just something I keep texting him every day, just going to hit, and I love to hit, but I love to compete on the mound as well. But as a whole, I'm definitely a hitter at heart.
How do you feel like you've progressed over the all season, whether it be strength or skills, and how excited are you to see how that translates to the season?
I think maturity is the biggest thing for me. Last year I just kind of went into it, and I prepared really hard, but I didn't know really what to expect. And actually, it was awesome getting a hit on my first pitch I ever saw, because basically shaking all over the box before I walked up there, but that kind of lifted the monkey off my back. But I just think I've done it before, and it's not gonna be easy. I'll obviously get pitched differently and pitched around, but I think we have the lineup to help me and help us as a whole. It's tough to pitch around us as 1 through 9, really, especially. I don't know the lineup exactly, but you got maybe Lebo in the 9 hole who would be the top 3 hitter for most every team in the country, and just 1 through 9 we're gonna bang it around out there.
Coach talks about embracing the target, and whether that be as a team or you personally with the individual accolades. How do you guys do that this year?
Just Coach Barry loves to talk about how if we're on game 50, then that's our most important game of the year. So just focus on whether we're playing Mississippi State or Western Kentucky. It's the same. A win's a win, and that's all we're going for. So just not getting too big or going out and winning Friday and Saturday and dropping a game on Sunday because we just got lazy with it because we think we got them. So it's just staying and focused every single game, and like I said, I think pitching. We don't have the top guys, but we have the guys in the pen who we can depend on in those mid innings. So hopefully we won't have Stanley coming out in the 7th as much this year and stuff like that. So it's just maturity and depth, I think, is the biggest thing that'll help us get through that.
2 more. Is that it?
Okay. Matt, appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Matt.